The Death of Orpheus. From Ovid's Metamorphoses. Translated by Rolfe Humphries. So with his singing, Orpheus drew the trees, the beasts, the stones to follow, when, behold, the mad Ciconian women, fleeces flung across their maddened breasts, caught sight of him from a near hilltop as he joined his song to the lyre's music. One of them, her tresses streaming in the light air, cried out, "Look, there is our despiser," and she flung a spear straight at the singing mouth. But the leafy wand made only a mark and did no harm. Another let fly a stone, which, even as it flew, was conquered by the sweet harmonious music, fell at his feet as if to ask for pardon. But still the warfare raged. There was no limit. Mad fury reigned, and even so, all weapons would have been softened by the singer's music. But there was other orchestration, flutes shrilling, and trumpets braying loud, and drums beating of breasts and howling. So the lyre was overcome, and then, at last, the stones reddened with blood, the blood of the singer, heard no more through all that outcry. All the birds, innumerable, fled, and the charmed snakes, the trained beasts, Orpheus's glory, followed. The Maenads stole the show. Their bloody hands were turned against the poet. They came thronging like birds who see an owl wandering in daylight. They bayed him down as in the early morning hounds circle the doomed stag beside the game pits. They rushed him through wands wreathed with green leaves, not meant for such purpose, some through clods, some branches torn from the tree, and some through stones, and they found fitter weapons for their madness. Not far away there was a team of oxen ploughing the field, and near them farmers digging reluctant earth and sweating over their labour, who fled before the onrush of this army, leaving behind them hoe and rake and mattock. And these women grabbed and slew the oxen, who lowered horns at them in brief defiance, and they were torn limb from limb. And the women rushed back to murder Orpheus, who stretched out his hands in supplication, and whose voice for the first time moved no one. They struck him down, and through those lips to which the rocks had listened, to which the hearts of savage beasts responded, his spirit found its way to the winds and air. The birds wept for him, and the throng of beasts, the flinty rocks, the trees which came so often to hear his song, all mourned. The trees, it seemed, shook down their leaves, as if they might be women tearing their hair, and rivers with their tears were swollen, and their naiads and their dryads mourned in black robes. The poet's limbs lay scattered where they were flung in cruelty or madness, but Hebrus river took the head and lyre, and as they floated down the gentle current, the lyre made mournful sounds, and the tongue murmured in mournful harmony, and the banks echoed the strains of mourning. On the sea, beyond their native stream, they came at last to Lesbos, and grounded near the city Methymna. And here a serpent struck at the head, still dripping with sea spray, but Apollo came and stopped it, freezing the open jaws to stone, still gaping. and Orpheus's ghost fled under the earth, and knew the places he had known before, and, haunting the fields of the blessed, found Eurydice, and took her in his arms. And now, together, and side by side, they wander, or Orpheus follows, or goes ahead, and may, with perfect safety, look back for his Eurydice. But Bacchus demanded punishment for so much evil. Mourning the singer's loss, he bound those women, all those who saw the murder, in a forest, twisted their feet to roots, and thrust them deep into unyielding earth. As a bird struggles caught in a fowler's snare, and flaps and flutters and draws its bonds the tighter by its struggling, even so the Thracian women, gripped by the soil, fastened in desperate terror, writhed and struggled, but the roots held. They looked to see their fingers, their toes, their nails, and saw the bark come creeping up the smooth legs. They tried to smite their thighs with grieving hands, and struck on oak. Their breasts were oak, and oak their shoulders, and their arms you well might call long branches, and be truthful.